What's going on? I don't know if anybody else has realized like how narky life has become. Like, thing about like borderlines and narcissists and stuff like that, dude. They like are control freaks, and ever since this stuff's been going on with the Conrad, and the jab, the jibby jab, the jibby jab gets stabbed. You know what I'm saying? From the back. You know what I'm saying? Raw dog from the back. They want to stab that. Jab that up in you, right? Anyway, that's narcs like to do stuff like that too, you know, like prison rapists and shit. So I don't know, I see this totally different, dude. Don't you see listen, I don't back the freaking badge. The badge don't back me. But guess what? I also ain't screaming defund the dang police neither, because that's just ridiculous. I understand in this world we do kind of need a fallback, even though these people are supposed to be public servants, but they're really like revenue enforcement agents of the state, and not even of the state, of like the private sector, of foreign nationals, like FLETC training. That means Federal Law Enforcement Training Curriculum or something like that, and it's sponsored by Israel, and they're training these guys to look at regular citizens like they look at terrorist bombers over in the Middle East. Like, the cops driving around like all paranoid, bug-eyed, full of adrenaline, sees a dude with a beard like me. I'm not even Middle Eastern, dude. I'm Indian. All right? Chippewa. You know what I'm saying? We from Michigan. All right? So it's like, look, it's ridiculous, and it's redundant, and it's retarded, and I hate it, dude. And look, you know, I try to avoid making these type of rant videos, ranting and raving. And I like to be political, man, and I can articulate exactly why I believe what I believe. I'm not one of these Marxist BLM types or these statist fascist types, like these bootlicker types. Because some people out here, man, it almost sounds like you're barking up the bootlicker tree. I know motherfuckers who served in the military too. And look, not all of them are on board with what y'all be talking like sometimes. Some of them are kind of like, look, they be silent, but look, or they don't speak on everything, but they know what's going on. And they can see it's a big freaking deception and a con job, just like I can. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of being a person with other people in the world, and you listen to what they got to say, and you gain perspective from their vantage point. But they've been doing this, like, this is heglinean dialectic, and it's also, in a way, it's like, look, they're using a narc abuse tactic, like a parent who has two children, and one's the golden boy, one's the scapegoat. It's obviously people like me are the scapegoats, and you bootlickers are the golden children. You virtue signaling. I mean, it's so crazy how some people can go, they're going right, but then they just go all the way left, and then they drive the envelope right off the other end of the table. Like, look, he was like, you were so right. And because listen, dude, until you've been on the end of harassment from the system and exploited, and you know you're exploited, and you were set up for failure, and you like, it's kind of like hunting fish in a fucking barrel, and there's nowhere to escape and nowhere to go. You know what I mean? It's really ridiculous, man. And until you've been like through that for yourself, how can you invalidate me and demean me for seeing the truth, for seeing reality, for my experiences? You didn't experience it, dude. Until you've been on this end, you talk dumbass shit, and you stick up for people who you shouldn't. You should just stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? And talk about some more less fueled up topics. Like, yeah, listen, dude. Yeah, look, it's ridiculous how many people are getting shot by cops. Period. It's ridiculous how many people get shot by other people at the same time. It's ridiculous how many citizens that the Russians and the Bolsheviks revolution, they shot motherfuckers. And when the Nazis lined up motherfuckers and shot them. Look, they disarmed them, lined them fuckers up, shot them. Indians took their guns, put them on a reservation, let them fucking sit out there and just like, look, and just suffer. And so look, governments have a long, like perfect track record on the negative end of where shit just goes wrong. Like, and it seems like this is just brushed under the rug by most bootlicker types and ass kissing, brown nose and brown shirts. And I mean that's it's almost like I get it. You're siding with the power. And maybe you brown nose them, they won't target your little group, ethnic group, or your enclave, or your caste, class, whatever you want to call it, dude. Because look, white people ain't safe neither. Look, I know a lot of white dudes that seem like the system is targeting them like even worse, like through the court system, through like child support and stuff like that. Like they're really getting it. They're getting it given to them, like from the front and the back, and like sideways, man, with no lube. And hey, I gotta stick up for my dudes, man, and just I realize that a lot of this racist shit and is just ridiculous. And I mean, I acknowledge, man, that it does exist in pockets, but it's really not that pervasive, dude. We're not out here just having gang fights, race war gang fights out on the corner ever. Who sees that? I don't see that. I mean, I'm sure it exists somewhere, like in prison maybe, but look, it's a lot of it's whipped up. But there are a lot of, I have been seeing though, because of these stupid movements, it's got people pulling stunts everywhere, like for the wrong team, dude. Like, and totally based on future faking. Like this is it's future faking and word salads and blame shifting and breadcrumbing and freaking all these concepts that I've been learning in the narc abuse studies, man. It's like I've been hit with them all from the government, and literally, yeah, dude, it has been kind of like I have seen, like my prediction of being trapped inside a house, not being able to leave with people that you don't really get along with. It's already a bad problem relationship. A lot of crazy stuff did happen just like that, where it was true. Like people were like really had a bad time, like but it's I mean, they straight up be gaslighting us. Like, we know what's going on. I know what you're up to, buddy. We can articulate it. And they just move on to they keep looking for the easiest chunks. I mean, it's just like I was saying the other day. It's like, look, if you move kind of aggressively and somebody's looking for a chump, some predator's looking for a chump, he avoids you. And he looks for somebody who looks cowardly and scared and is ducking and diving and like, look, fear gives off a scent. And I think...
Breakfast stuff to make yourself something.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. It's just like, look, man. I don't mean no evil or harm. It's like, look, I can live with it, dude. I understand. You got to go make a living, dude. And these people are pitting us against one another. I'm not falling for it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still will call things like I see them. Like, it is what it is. And look, I guess, at some point, I get it that it really isn't nothing personal sometimes. It's more like systemic, right? So in order for me to move on and heal, I gotta, let it go. I can't be hung up on it. But look, seems like everybody is poking at it right now. They're poking bears, and they're throwing rocks, hiding their hands, man. It's just, it seems like it's like basically that whole defund the police versus back the badge. That is like, it's same thing with the election, dude. The election was freaking botched, dude. It's obviously they miscounted that stuff, like all across the freaking board. And it almost seems, in a communist country where they get, when they're bringing democracy to a communist type country, what they do is they have an election, a fiat election, and whoever wins, if you voted for the other guy, your whole family disappears in the night, and you're never seen and heard from again. And I almost feel like, look, hey, I don't want. It says Indians' votes don't count anyway. So stop with your which are gaslighting, dude. It's in the preamble to the Constitution. I mean, not most people are just not freaking privy to this shit, but look, I am. I'm not a dummy. I read books, buddy. And I'm freaking old, man. I've seen a lot, experienced a lot. I was raised by my grandparents, man. They exposed me to a lot of, like, politically fueled intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So I have a unique vantage point. And I was literally like trained up, man, of how to critically think and see beyond the bull shizzle. Because look, having this unique perspective, like knowing that it says 3 black people's vote equal 1 white person's vote, but an Indian will never be allowed to vote. And it says they took our fucking it says they took our style of government from us. I mean, but here's the thing. It's like democracy. They say it's a Greek. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some Indians were actually Greek, or they came from that area, the Mediterranean, and they brought that stuff in. I mean, I hear the Navajo call themselves Dene, and if you listen at the beginning of the Iliad, they call themselves the Dene. I mean, it's like, look, dude, that's super interesting, and that's not the only overlap. And they mined the copper from the Great Lakes to create the Bronze Age, which made the Alexander the Great took over the whole frickin' that side of the world, man. So I mean, it's like, look, they don't tell you all that, man. They don't want you to know all that. You got to go digging for yourself if you wanna learn anything about this stuff. And it's like, look, dude, frig all that discrimination, man. That's helping. That's the heglinean dialectic, man. That's problem, reaction, solution, dude. This is a great example. It's also golden boy, scapegoat, back the badge, according to the government. That means, all right, these chumps deserve to get pimped, and we'll keep fleecing them a little bit at a time. Because if we fleeced them all at once, they're going to be like, wait a second, this is a con. Well, this is a con. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get fleeced a few times before you might figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sick of it personally. But it means it's controlled opposition. But it basically means thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Somehow they want to actually, they're not pushing us either way. They're trying to herd us back in the middle. But they're going to push a lot of us right off the spectrum. Because look, it's just too obviously jacked up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, listen, this is just my humble freaking opinion, alright? So you can take it with a grain of salt, or you can take it or leave it. But hey man, I ain't afraid to speak on it neither, dude. Or chick, or whoever you might be listening here, or, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, man. I ain't here to please everybody. I ain't here to be everybody's friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to be kind of real about it. And it just, maybe it'll, like, sink in just a little bit. And, you know, I ain't trying to tell you how to live or what to think or anything like that. But look, I do advocate that you just use your fucking critical thinking and don't be a chump. Don't be a fool. Look, if you ain't got a cause, you'll fall for any ridiculous false cause. You know, and you say dumbass shit sometimes that not everybody telling you what they think or how they feel about it. But you're really shitting on them. You're really shitting on people. Like, and look, and you're really being like a narcissist yourself, and you're devaluing, and you're demoralizing, and you're invalidating our experience. And when you don't even know what someone else's experience is totally yet, you know, you assume you do. You're like being prejudiced. You're looking at somebody and just sizing them up off preconceived notions and biases, and that's what leads to all this crap that's been happening throughout the ages. Because this isn't a new problem. It's the same old, nothing new under the sun. It's the same old thing. I mean, this is the same thing that was going on when this is the same type of stuff that got Jesus Christ smoked. You know what I'm saying? By the Romans. This is the same type of shit going on right now. It's no different, dude. But there's a lot of fake acting and false flags and just straight up operations, psyops, psywar, psychological war of attrition that is going on right now. And it's heavily fueled with narcissistic type people. But anyway, just had to make a quick video real quick and just chime in on what's going on out there. Anyway, take care. Much love. Peace.